Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 6. In the last episode, I spent basically the entire thing building this giant city hall building here with JSD Cool, which took me over half a day of building. Well, me and someone else over half a day of building. To actually construct. So if you want to know more about this, go watch the last episode. In the background, in between episodes, there's also been a bit of work going on over here on the highway, which, at least the segment that is built through downtown here, is now actually finished. This was, of course, all happening in live streams, which you can check out on my channel here, and you can also subscribe if you want to be, notified for future streams. Anyhow, yes, in between all the episodes and even the live streams here, I have finished it off with the kind of bridge suspension systems on the end, and of course the lights. So we now actually have a complete highway running through the city. It goes over to JSD Cool's area, and he's actually expanded a bit. I need to, maybe later this episode, although probably not, deal with the highway over here not running into that building, instead going that way. We'll deal with that later anyway. In this episode, I am going to be building a farm that I actually haven't built before. I'm going to be building, as you may have seen in the title, a frog light farm. Which that only came out like 3 years ago, right? I'm not late to the crowd or anything. One of the biggest challenges with building this farm is actually getting the frogs for the frog lights to the farm. Since I'm going to be building it on the roof of the Nether, I need to actually be able to get frogs up there. So I'm going to need to build something in here to get up to to elevate the frogs up to the portal. Alright, I've installed a bubble elevator here to allow the frogs, and I guess any player that really wants to be able to get up to the Nether portal here at the top fairly easily. There's also some guards here so the frogs don't immediately fall off. Now we, actually have to go acquire the frogs. Now, I've collected a few tadpoles already, and I have two of the desert frogs already sitting in a desert that I can use for this. Just gotta get the rest of the frog types. And the way we're gonna do that is, of course, just by going and getting them to grow up in the correct biome. So starting with the two for this biome here, scratch that. This is the one biome I do have. The other biomes are the ones I need to get. Great, gotta shovel a lot of frogs through the Nether. Alright, I have acquired two of each type of frog, which should give us a hopefully fairly even supply of all the different frog lights. Now we just need to build the actual farm, which is gonna go somewhere over this way, where we have a big old basalt delta. Oh, speaking of which. Alright, so the base of the farm is this. Obviously, I got a minecart track that goes back and forth here. We're going to build the farm on top of this, so obviously this is how the collection system works. Now, I've also got the output system for the minecart here, where the minecart will obviously go up here, get broken on this. Items should be falling out in one direction, and obviously the minecart would fall out in the other direction, but I'm just having the I'm just testing this, and I had the issue where, yeah, the minecart goes here for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. Wasn't this whole thing up here supposed to... Maybe I just built this thing wrong from memory. But yeah, anyhow, what's supposed to happen is the minecart's supposed to drop into this side, get recycled, and then put out back in the path. Anyhow, I'll fix this, and then I'll build the actual spawning platform and stuff. This is the spawning platform where all the magma cubes are going to spawn, and eventually the frogs are going to sit. I do not think I've made the walls tall enough yet, but I'm out of glass, so this will have to do. Anyhow, now for the de-sizing mechanism. And of course that would just be powdered snow. So the idea here is that obviously if a small magma cube spawns in, they're going to just sit beneath any of the powdered snow. But if a larger one spawns in, they'll be inside of the powdered snow, which will cause them to eventually freeze to death, because you got the this thing that eventually goes into that where you start taking damage. So they'll start taking damage, and eventually they'll get notched down in size until they're small, at which point the frogs will eat them, dropping the frog lights, which will then get picked up by the minecart. I need to build a storage system and then an AFK platform. Alright, here is the storage system. Very simple, very small, just one of each frog lights, and apparently we also get magma cream from this farm, so kind of miscellaneous slot for that and anything else that comes through. Of course, we got the tiny AFK platform up there, and yeah, that's basically it. Now all that's left to do is put the frogs in the farm. So, yeah. Frogs have been inserted into the farm, and now I can get AFKing and, yeah, see what kind of results I get. So, yeah, I guess I'll come back in a few hours, and we'll see what kind of frog lighting drops we have. Alright, I've AFK'd at the farm overnight now, and I have acquired a lot of frog lights. Also, as a byproduct, a fair amount of magma cream has also been acquired. Significantly less, obviously, than the frog lights, which, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... say 12 and a half double chests of frog lights. That's a lot. And I think that's good, so I probably won't be at this farm for a while, actually. Next up in this episode, I am going to continue expanding the parking lot at my base here. This corner of the parking lot between the entrance and the nether portal has been filled out, although I do have to replace this diorite patch here with stone. Anyhow, moving on towards the edge of the building. Edge of the building has been reached here. Now, one slightly sketchy thing I will say is that this road here, which has of course been 2 lanes up until here, I guess this is more of a way for people to just drive around the parking lot. It kind of narrows down from this technically 4 lanes in 2 directions to, I mean, wider than this, I think, but still a lot less than that going alongside the building here. Anyhow, I guess I will move it up a little bit more now. The parking lot has been expanded all the way to the back of the building now, and yeah, I guess I forgot to put in a bit of the grass. Oh well. But yeah, I basically expanded all the way as far as it could go to the water here. I don't know if I'm going to do anything here or not. Yeah, that is to be seen. And also, I haven't really gotten around to doing it around the back yet, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do in the back. I think I might want to put some loading docks in, wrapping this road around for that. But, yeah, that's going to have to come later, because this is the end of the episode. So I'm going to have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 6. Bye!